guys, how's it going? It's me, Yoko from Japan. Welcome back to my channel. So, hi. I'm coming live from Fukuoka Prefecture, Japan. And today, I have my phone set up for, I use my phone as a webcam, but today somehow the application had the update and it's crashing. It keeps crashing, so I'm using the laptop one. So you guys hear me like really close, but hope you guys are doing well. Oh, 44 people already watching. Thank you so much. Let's see your comments. Hello, Max. Oh, rented identity. I'm in the habit of looking over there. Thank you so much for your support always. Yes. Yoko is probably running from the shower with her hair, with wet hair. I didn't wash my hair today. It might sound kind of gross, but I stopped washing every day. Now I wash every other day, and today it's not the washing day, so it's dry. Anyway, too much information. I was here, but the application kept crashing, and I wanted to try to the last minute. Yoko-san. It's actually Yoko, like you have a U in the middle. My name is a little weird. Where's Yoko? Sorry, I'm late. Boo, boo, boo. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. The laces help. My husband. Hey, what do you mean? What do you mean? I'm late, but not because of me today. Thank you, guys. This is weekly Q&A session. So if you have any question, leave me in the comment. In the chat. Oh yeah, happy Halloween. Yes, it's full moon too. Crazy Taurus full moon. Dry shampoos. Oh yeah, I have one, but the smell is so much that my husband doesn't like it. Hello. Oh, yes, that's the right spelling, Yoko-san. Okay. So, any questions? I will show you guys your favorite, I'm going to look here. Favorite newspaper. Bam! Every day, guys, in Japan, your election is reported. And so you see, what is Biden wearing? Sunglasses and a mask, and just looks like some kind of criminal. He's hiding, guys. You can't even tell if it's him. Like, this is like what you see in like on the news in a bad way. So that's very interesting. But it's talking about if this is from yesterday or today. What? Yesterday. It's talking about if Trump can, win again. It's saying though that Biden is likely to win and Trump is kind of lesser. But it's talking about how the GDP of America is now like 33% up, and it's working in favor for President Trump. And also the news here, not just this newspaper, but the news here, it's talking about how there was another incident again that Black person was with a knife was shot by the police, and up to the point that would work really badly for Trump, but BLM Antifa people started to riot again. So then that works in favor for President Trump, who is calling for law and order, which is common sense. So it's good in that way, I guess. That I'm not saying like riots are good, but it's, the situation is good for him. And I also see today's newspaper showing it in. I saw this in the news footage, news here as well, but people are protecting their restaurants and so on, like their business. They're covering the glasses with wooden things. They're protecting from riots. So this shows that how people are seeing, like you don't want to get your business destroyed by stupid terrorists. So yeah, and also what was interesting. Sorry, maybe I'm ranting too much, but I'm waiting for your comments or questions. So ask me anything. So yeah, this is also introducing today's newspaper is Sankei Shimbun is introducing the Pew Research Center's poll, and if the question is if the opposite candidate, like if you're a Trump supporter, it's Biden, but like the opposite one, if the opposite one wins, do you think you'll be mad? And Biden supporters said 54% of Biden supporters said that they will get mad if Trump gets re-elected, and it's only 31% among the Trump supporters who will be mad if Biden wins. And also, this is talking about Reuters and Iplos. They did a poll together, and if the opposite one wins, 22% of Biden supporters will participate in the protests and riots. and the same question is 60% of Trump supporters would participate. So Biden supporters are more dangerous. Yeah. So that was very interesting. I mean, it's still low, but yeah. And was I too close to the mic? I hope not. And so yeah, we see lots of coverage. Also, what was interesting is that no, I'm like destroying the newspaper. Okay, I'm so clumsy. Wait for me, please. This is like so not digital, so this is what happens. It's also introducing evangelicals. Fukuin-ha. This means the evangelicals. And this is the huge article. Everything. This whole page is about the honeymoon state. Trump with evangelicals, and it shows lots of pictures. This woman, Paula White. Yeah. So it's interesting, right? But it's also showing Mark Galli, who criticized Trump and so on. So this type of like religious aspect is so hard to follow from Japan. I mean, my husband probably knows very well because he went to Christian schools. And yeah, but me, I am just a typical Japanese citizen in Japan, so it's hard for me to, understand this side of American politics. But yeah, okay. Anyway, any questions? Let me see. Oh yeah. Oh, pumpkin! I didn't see that pumpkin. Oh, Halloween. Did you guys celebrate Halloween? I wonder. Oh, there were some people in the Shibuya district of Tokyo gathering for Halloween, even though the politicians kept saying like, don't come this time to celebrate. Some people want to wear like costumes and so on, but the majority were not wearing any costumes, just ordinary people just passing by. So that was good. So it was not like other years when, where people gathered to celebrate. So that was crazy. Foreigners flipping our cars and so on, and like crazy riot-ish Halloween. So now it's not happening thanks to COVID-19. It's ironic, but yeah. Oh, you're sleepy, Trump Deku-san. Okay, so what are your thoughts on the upcoming election and possible impacts on Japan and the Chinese communists going forward? What I can say is that I have a good feeling about this election personally. It's just me looking at how the situation is in the US. I see lots of riots, obviously, by BLM, Antifa people. And if I were American, if I had enough common sense to follow politics or what's happening in the society, like just naturally, I would protect law and order, like my safety first. And also, and I can see that people, protecting their own restaurants, seeing on this newspaper and so on, and people don't want to get hurt and they don't want others, their family members and so on to get affected also. And I can see how, even like Democrat people, it might not be due to my husband is passing by in front of me, by the way. I'm so distracted. But yeah, I've seen Democrats running, walking away from the Democratic Party. Like there was the walk away campaign since like midterm election. And also I saw even people like Democrats reacting to Hunter Biden's scandal, and they can't just let it go. So they don't want to, but they're voting for Trump. So I see all these type of things that people seeing common sense, and also Democrats running or walking away from the Democratic Party. And Biden's policy on like energy was a huge thing, I think, especially for Pennsylvania. They are he is the puppet of radical leftists, like President Trump has been saying, and it's not working well for him. That these people engaged in oil industry, they will definitely vote for Trump if I were them, And also I see all these numbers coming from all the swing states, and they are looking good, and the margin is really it's actually I saw the number earlier today and I tweeted out, but I think Trump is winning. So like I see all these things, and it's not I put aside my emotions, but and I see all these things happening, and my personal take is that Trump must win by landslide. This all the things are telling me that he will win by landslide. So yeah, that's what I think. And also possible impacts on Japan. Possible impacts on Japan. But if Biden wins, what do you think? I'm gonna ask my husband. あんまり変わらない。そんなには急に何かはね。システムがもう出来上がってるからって感じ。けどやっぱりバイデンの方が中国に弱いだろうからね。心配してる。環境問題ばっかりだからさ。So what my husband told me now is that it won't make too much difference for Japan. Like if it becomes Trump or Biden, but apparently Biden is close to China, getting money and so forth, like especially his son, and so for that we might get in trouble. And Biden's policy is like clean energy and so on too, so it's gonna. だから中国と環境問題で合意するだろうからね。So 今みたいにトランプのように強く中国にはやらないと思う。So Biden will not work against China like Trump is doing. So it's 環境問題でやるってことが大事なんだよ。そこが大事なんだよ。He's gonna involvement environment policy. ちなみに全部マイク拾ってますからね。He's so yelling. The environment policy is what Biden is going to do. So yeah, that's gonna be a problem. I can't really fully understand what he's trying to say. Creepy Joe has lost his mind. Yeah, a long time ago. Trump will sweep the carpet with hidden Biden. Hi, Yoko! Hi! Now the Japanese trying to meddle in election. Hey, talk about China giving money to BLM and so forth. They're meddling so much. I'm like a Japanese just citizen. Like I'm a citizen level. I'm not a politician or anything. So, yeah. I'm not good. I'm glad he was shot. Whoa. Okay. Let me go through. Happy Halloween! Did you delete my messages because I didn't do anything? And also the comments I'm pressing to reflect on the screen. So yeah, landslide. Yes. I want to live stream on the election day. The Department of Homeland Security is preparing for mass riots and violence during election day. Oh, really? I bet. Yeah. 飛んでない上の方だよ。上から順番に行ってますよ。Yoko, what's Japan's view on Jackie Chan right now that sided with CCP? I don't know if many people know about him, but those who are politically aware, we don't like him, of course. There are lots of actors and actresses from Hong Kong. 香港だよね、ジャッキーちゃんね。わかんない。今どこ探してるの？それ探してる段階だから。Oh. And so yeah, and we are aware of that there are some people that are either bought by China or they just believe the Chinese communist ideology. So yeah. You're getting ready for the World War III? I feel like we are in the war right now. That it's not like, yeah, it's a war. It's not like that, but we are fighting against the authoritarian communist things. So the left has promised to riot the day after the election. Ooh, really? Oh. Yeah, I think I have seen similar things on Twitter. Trump is actually making way for China and Russia. Making way? As in, I don't know. As I said before, what's characteristic of Trump administration is that Trump is nice to the leaders of other countries, but Pompeo and Pence, Vice President Pence, are really like harsh, very strict against all the threats outside of America. So yeah, we have to see as a whole. The left will try to claim mail-in vote tampering if Trump wins, like the voters were destroyed or internationally lost. Yeah, I see both sides claiming those, that Trump's side is saying that, mail-in ballots, it's very, like, you can't trust it, and Democrats are throwing away all the ballots and so on, and the Biden side is also saying that if Trump is re-elected, or if there's, I don't remember if Trump is re-elected or not, but if he wins and if there's some kind of mistake, then he's not, like, his side will not trust either. So like both sides are like talking about it. So it's very interesting. Ooh, it's Let's super chat. Thank you so much. Leftist has shown contempt for Christianity. The religious rights are looking to someone that will protect their rights, and Trump is their best bet. I see. Yeah, because communists don't allow any religions, and Biden is bought by all these communists, apparently. So yeah, I was reading like way up here, but I lost it. Thank you so much for your super chat, by the way. Okay, let's go from. Should I move to Japan if Biden wins? I don't know, you tell me, but definitely your tax will rise. Tax, it's crazy. Like, economy is everything about cycle, right? Like it has to have a good circulation of things in the society. But Biden is talking about how, he will work into the clean energy and so on. And that means lots of employees from all the energy workers, like oil workers and so on, like all these people that are working right now will lose their jobs, and he will basically how he's gonna fix the economy if he cuts employment and so on. And not only that, raising tax for doing the policy and so on. Like, I don't know how they think. They are talking about all the ideological things, but it's not practical or realistic. As for Japan, our prime minister recently had a speech, and I mean, he had to make a speech to start his start the national diet, and he talked about that, like our administration also is actually going for clean energy, but our prime minister made sure to mention that in the meantime, we will use the nuclear power plants. And so, it's interesting because leftists here want to criticize for the use of nuclear power plant, but they do agree on clean energy. So yeah, we are being practical and realistic, and Americans should want that too, I think. Oh, Pangers Bass Quest, thank you again for your super chat. Whoa. Always thank you. What are your thoughts of Suga-san's first policy speech since becoming the prime minister? Anything that concerned you or your husband? What concerned us is not what he said, but what he didn't say. And it was surprising actually that he mentioned that he will demand the proper actions from South Korea. Like South Korea and Japan, we don't have a good relationship right now, and usually our government is weak against South Korea, very apologetic and so on because of the guilt imprint and everything. And so Prime Minister Suga mentioned what he said was very strongly against South Korea, but he didn't mention the threat of China. Our former administration, such as Abe administration, always said that we will not tolerate the change in the set circumstances. That what we are trying to say is that we will not let China change anything. Like they can't take over our islands, or they can't change the borders in the world. China remains China, and that sort of things. But Prime Minister Suga this time didn't mention things on China. He rather talked about how the good like a healthy relationship with China will be important and that sort of things. And yeah, he did mention China, but he put it in a way that we will seek for the healthy, good relationship with China. That sort of narrative or as that direction. So that's what concerns us.
その話が終わったらね、その今の50ドルの人の2つ上のを開いてあげて。
So that I hope that answers your question. Thank you for your super chat. Oh, Panchen Lama is behind you. Yes.
よく気づいた。
How did you notice that? I didn't put that there. My husband sneaked in my room a while ago, and yeah. Anyway. Panchen Lama. Missing for 25 years. China. Take him back. Bring him back to Tibet. You can read. Yeah. It's Panchen Lama 11th. How do you call that in English? So this is this talks about him. It's in Japanese though, but see, China is meddling in Tibet. Like they want to completely destroy Tibet. So like even religiously, especially His Holiness the Dalai Lama, the 14th. He has the reason why Tibet is still strong or not defeated completely is because of His Holiness and Panchen Lama. So China is, using Panchen Lama to, like, they prepared their version of Panchen Lama, like appointed somebody that's not appropriate. So it's judging from your name, Tenjin, you're Tibetan. I don't know, but yeah, we support Tibet. So actually, I don't know if I have time. Let me show you some t-shirt because it's fun. When we free Tibet, free Tibet. I'm gonna yell by myself. This is a t-shirt I should wear. Also, victory of Tibet. So everyone should, maybe you guys don't like this symbol. I don't know, but yeah. I also have these are what my Tibetan friends gave me, and I also have this. I've worn this, but I love Hong Kong, but not the Hong Kong, controlled by CCP. I love Hong Kong being Hong Kong. So yeah, I need all this t-shirt. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Dumb question. It's not dumb. Is it true that Japanese vehicle factories have Shinto priests that pray over every vehicle manufactured? I don't think it's every vehicle, but whenever for example, when we start a company or start building, like constructing buildings and so on, every time we start even building our own houses, and even election period, like when we open our office and so on, every important things, there are Shinto priests, like your expression is priests. Yeah. So every time we have a ceremony with Shinto style, it's just what we do. So I guess it's true. Not every vehicle probably, but it's in our tradition or our custom. Let's see. Hello from Twitter. Hello. It's so cool that people can watch from Twitter too. What is Japan like on the day of the US election as the results are being announced? Does everyone stop working to watch TV streams to see who wins? Oh, I'm not sure about other people, but I don't think it's not like the World Cup soccer or anything. People wouldn't stop and watch, I guess, but people will definitely react to the news coming in, like breaking news and so on. People will be checking the phone and so on, I think, like those who are working. And there are those who are free, like me, or those who work remotely or at home maybe. And they are, I think they will be paying attention, Not many people would, I don't know, but the TV though will be talking about it all day long, I think. It might not be all stations, but there will be definitely some stations that keep talking about the presidential election in the US. So yeah, I don't know if that gets you the picture, but we get to see that like our TV keeps talking about what's hot in the world, and it's not always domestic issues. So most likely they'll be covering that. Let me see your comments. What are Japanese thoughts on Catholicism? I watch a lot of anime that has Catholicism, is it correct, theme, and mainstream media is very anti-Catholic, especially in Hollywood and Funimation. Do Japanese learn Catholicism? カトリックを学ぶか。Not really.
誰も学ばない。俺幼稚園で3年間学んだけど。
My husband says nobody learns, but there are some people here in Japan, just like my husband, who goes to like Catholic kindergarten and so on. But my husband, though, later went to Protestant.
Junior high school.
Protestant, junior high school, and high school. So he went to both, like Catholic and Protestant. And yeah, but we have good images of the churches, and so yeah. And what's interesting about Japanese women especially is that somehow, our kami, our god, is Japanese, right? And we go to shrines and temples like as a custom. But when we get married, many women want to have a wedding at church. It doesn't make sense to me. I had a wedding at the shrine, my favorite shrine, but other women out there in Japan are like, the majority of them want to have a wedding at churches. So that's like, that's how we view, I guess. People have a good image. I think people are influenced by, TV shows and so on from overseas or movies. So yeah. If Trump wins, will it benefit the Latin American countries because the left in my country, Chile, is taking a lot of power? Oh, man, I have no idea about Latin American countries. ね、わかる。南米のこととかわかる。どう関係する？
どこ見てるかわかんないから全然わか
んない。上に上がった。
だからどこ見てるかわかんない。
出してるけど。
小さすぎ
る。Okay. I'm not sure. I'm so sorry. I'm not familiar with everything.
アメリカ人は南米はみんなです近いと思うけど、日本人はね、南米が一番世界中で遠いんだよ。
You know what's interesting about, like, can you see this area? You see America and Latin America so close, but Japan is on the other side of the globe. So for America, it's really, the continent is very close, like the closest. But to Japan, it's on the other side of the world, like literally, you know, like, I don't know if you, this is goofy, but some of you might remember our former Prime Minister Abe went to Brazil being a Mario. And the globe like warped to Brazil. Brazil is like totally the opposite of Japan. So yeah, okay, I'm goofy. Okay, let's go down a little bit. Let's go down. Happy Halloween. Oh, you need a happy. Oh, you are Tibetan immigrant and love America, love Trump, love Japan. Trump is only who stand up evil China. Yes, Trump. See, this is the honest voice from Tibetans. Tibet, we have friends from Tibet, Uyghurs, and Mongolia, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Cambodia, a bit of Vietnam, and I don't know about their like usual policy, political policies, but we are very thankful for what Trump administration has been doing. Of course, some of it are part bipartisan. Both Republican Party and Democratic Party cooperate, so that's great. But Trump administration is definitely making the policy and standing up against China instead of receiving money from China like Biden family. So yeah, we are all thankful for that. We are in this together. What? Biden said he would give Japanese islands to China. When? Where? No way. If he said that, that's a huge problem. Okay, let's go down here. Hola. Hola, la, la. No hablo español. Oh, it went to the bottom. They have some specular wedding chapels in Japan. They love the photos. Yes. Feeling gloomy about this election? Gloomy as in bad? That was very good Spanish. Thank you. I had an online boyfriend before, a Mexican dude. Wait, where's the super chat? Oh yay, thank you for your super chat. What do you think about paying the NHK fee? Recently, I've been seeing a lot of the anti-NHK group around Tokyo and Saitama. Do we pay? I don't even know, but I don't want to pay. We don't want to pay because NHK is so left biased. I mean, all media outlets are in Japan, almost like the mainstream. They're very much left biased. The problem about NHK is, as mentioned, there are fees. This left biased media is taking our money monthly like a tax. So a lot of us are angry, like, why? We don't even agree with what they're doing. And the crazy part is that their workers get paid like so freaking much. It's crazy, man. It's so much. Maybe 10 times? It's almost 10 times maybe. It's so crazy. They're such an elite, and we don't like that. And so I don't know if it's politically smart to attack them because it's very difficult to defeat them. But I think that it's good that people are expressing our, emotions. Okay, so thank you. Oh, I am an American in Texas. Yay, Texas! And I have great respect for Japan's reverence for tradition. It is what makes Japan great. Again. Thank you. Yeah, it's very important. Tradition is important. I'm from New York. I can tell you this. Trump is winning New York. Really? There is so many Trump rallies and meetups, etc. out here. People are sick of the Dems ruining our state. Ooh, that's great. Some of my viewers were leaving New York saying that they can't live any longer. So that was very interesting. But it's really nice to know that there are people fighting back. Yeah, I see. Seriously, I follow a lot of people on Twitter, and I see all these pictures from, vehicles lined up as a march, like supporting Trump, or people having, holding Trump flags and so on, and gathering together. And the number, like the number is very large. That's my impression. And yeah, it's crazy. Like, and even the rallies, like Trump rallies, the official ones, the crowd is so big, and it's bigger than before, I think, from like compared to 2016. So yeah, I'm really glad to hear about New York. Yeah, like Democrats took everything for granted. It's a liberal state, we'll win. And American people like nope. Okay, let's go down a bit. Oh, you wanted to ask me something and I just said, or what? Let's see. Questions. Texas is turning blue faster than I expected. Oh no. Blue is the democratic color, right? Yeah. No, Texas. I love Texas. How do you feel about the new Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga? I see him as a continuation of the previous leaders of my country. And so, like, the fundamental direction of LDP, our governing party, hasn't changed, so not much difference I see. But what's special about Prime Minister Suga is, like, our current one, is that he is really like slaying vested interests, and he is shaking up our society to fit into our the digital generation. So he is changing a lot of systems, like it's not really about politics, it's more about system, so that's something that only he could do, I think. So he came in a great timing, I think, that he can be kind of savage. Like, he's so nice and soft, but he can be like so strong. So that's the impression. You cannot trust the media in any country. Yeah, like the internet is like the internet started to expose how biased the media is, or how they give information. Now we get to get information from each of us in the world, and the news, like the media companies, they follow that instead of them covering everything. So everything changed, I feel. Do you have a favorite period of Japanese history? The Heian period is my favorite. Wow, you know very well. Oh man, I don't. So hard to say. Maybe we didn't have much like a Jomon. Like when, oh yeah, I don't know. Lots of problems. Our education here is, oh, there were battles here, there were wars here, and it's so negative. So yeah, but for that though, Meiji era stands out when we had lots of change. Yeah. Okay. That's an interesting question. Huh? Green Japan 2035 is one of my worst fears, just like Biden's green energy plans. I am lobbying my wife to start earning now and get ready. And if the US remains remains Republican and low tax country. Ooh. Japan's clean energy policy is what I didn't cover that earlier when I talked about it. What's special about Prime Minister Suga is that he made sure that it's not like let's all get rid of the emission. It's not like that. It's okay to emit, but at the same time, let's observe that emission or let's use that as fuel. And so our negative consequence and positive consequence, and it should be equal, is what our administration is doing. So I don't know the English translations much about like environment things, but it's okay to emit and so on, as long as we come up with technology to do something about it, So we will keep running, using our cars and all these things or factories and so on. But at the same time, we will develop our technology to be able to keep it going, if that makes sense. And somebody else said Texas is not turning blue. Texas is going red. Ooh. If you have a Biden-Harris bus tour happening in Texas and you have Trump supporters following the bus just to troll. Oh yeah, I see. I saw that. Trump won Texas. The Trump vehicle is like chasing around Biden-Harris vehicle. That's very funny. Very American, I must say. Okay. The only thing that discourages me about Trump's election, although I support his election, is that he does not intend to stop the massive monetary expansion of the Fed, which will become a recession. Oh, big words. I don't understand. Massive expansion of the federal government? Huh? Okay. Economy. Sorry. I'm not too familiar with terms or difficult words. Ooh. Oh, thank you for your super chat. Great Q&A, Yoko. Can't wait for the next gaming stream. Time to get a beast PC. Yeah, I know. I've been very interested in gaming now because I saw a YouTuber gaming like fashion gal. All of a sudden, like out of nowhere, she started to play games. I'm like, I want to do that too. I'm so simple-minded, And so I installed Call of Duty. Is it Call of Duty? On phone. Yeah, and Mario Kart. So I might try that later. And probably I will, even if I do start gaming, I will not post here. I will post on another channel. Or maybe I should check out Twitch. This is why we love Random Yoko, because she educates us about Japanese viewpoint and events. Her English is excellent. Really? I am impressed with her language skill. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so happy reading that. I always compare myself to native speakers, so I'm so positive and negative at the same time. Hopefully, AZ, Arizona, is that Arizona? Doesn't go dim. I planned on moving there eventually, specifically for open carry. Ooh, Arizona, there was something about... It was talking about how... Oh yeah, Arizona, North Carolina. It's like tie. It's equal almost Biden and Trump. So yeah, very interesting. Oh yeah. You guys were talking about Arizona will be blue eventually. Oh, but the party is shifting to the Rust Belt now. Interesting. Arizona. Arizona. I don't know about Arizona much. Arizona is infected with a blue virus. Interesting. Okay. Oh, how conservative is Japan now? Is it becoming more or less conservative? It's so hard to say. But I think it's remaining the same. And what happens in Japan is that our country, for now, it might change soon if China goes to get our islands, Senkaku Islands. They've been like targeting our islands in the south, like close to Okinawa. But for now, we have like a certain our society is very peaceful, and so people don't get to think about. We don't get to think about politics much. We don't have to, because our life goes on without being engaged in politics. So the majority of people here are not much interested in politics. And of course, that's what happens if you're guilt imprinted. In our education is very anti-Japan, just like white guilt. We have war guilt here. And so we learn in school and from the media that we are bad tribe, we are bad people, and so on and so on. We are like, meh, whatever. And we just live by our own. And it's only 50% about 50% or so that go to vote in national elections. So those are the peoples that matter politically speaking, and even though we should pay attention to the whole picture. But the difference from before is that today you can get information online, and our internet here is dominated by conservatives. Somehow conservative people are stronger online. So, those who get curious about politics today look up the internet, and all the information are mostly like conservative filtered. So I think that's a good thing. Did I see? Okay. Oh, it's 5 minutes or 6 minutes. I must go soon. Oh, Yoko-san, that's a different kanji. I'm the child of the sun. That's how my kanji is spelled. So, yeah. But konnichiwa. Let's me. I'm gonna go in 5 minutes. So, guys, last questions or comments. I must leave you. But I might come back playing games or whatever. I need a break, Peaceful time bring weakness. Weakness bring communism. Yeah. Communism. People fall into the trap. Like, this is 21st century. I'm like, wake up already. America will never allow China to seize Japanese islands. Do you think so? I hope you're right. Because what America has shown until today is that they will, whenever China shows a strong stance against us, like when they try to take over our islands or something, or there are political comments and so on. When that happens, America states that Japan, U.S. alliance is there, and that if China comes in and, for example, takes our islands or something, then that violates our deal between Japan and the U.S. And they say that, but Trump administration, for example, says that they don't want to, change the regime of China and so on. So meaning that they won't barge in too much. Like they won't come into our problems too much. That's the impression that Japanese people have, that America is there as a friend and they will help us. But I don't know how much leadership will be there. So, okay. This is so funny. The USA should take over China and give half of China to Japan. My husband said that would be too much trouble, so he doesn't want it. Because China is, like, Chinese people there are many different kinds of people. It happened before. 何の時? Manchu. Maybe look up Manchuria, and it was such a struggle. If Trump wins the next 4 years, we will destroy China and communism once and for all. Yeah, let's aim that. I will be with you on that. I'm already there. Okay, 3 minutes, guys. Yoko senpai for Japanese MP. That was... Okay, let me see. Split China across Nepal, Tibet, India, Japan, Hong Kong, Mongolia, and Taiwan. Yes, split. Oh, yes. The realistic one is to divide China, what China claims to be China today. Yeah. So China is much smaller than they claim. Our world map today is wrong. They have swallowed Tibet, Uyghur, Southern Mongolia, and all these places, and they keep changing the map, and we have to stop that. What's your favorite Japanese horror movie? Emily Rose? Was it Emily Rose? The growling in the movie was so good. Is it not Jennifer Garner? It's Jennifer. Oh, the actress of Dexter, from Dexter's sister, the cop one, was the main character in my favorite movie. I think it was Emily Rose, and she practiced the growling with the coaching by a metal band. I love metal, so okay. If China tries to take Japanese sovereign soil, there will be war, and America will be Japan's ally with troops and weapons. You can count on it. Oh, that's nice to know. What Japanese politician is similar to Trump? Oh.
難しいね。もうやめちゃったけどさ。石原慎太郎は近かっただろうね。慎太郎石原。
My husband says that Shintaro Ishihara, he's no longer a politician. He's so old now. But the governor of Tokyo at the time, Shintaro Ishihara, might have been similar to Trump, my husband says.
その下は面白い。
Make a China dynastic again. Dynastic って何？
わかんない。
Dynastic ってなんだっけ？Dynasty っていうね。Are you in favor of blasting any CCP ships that will enter Japanese territorial waters without permission and cause havoc? I'm in for sinking CCP ships at any time. I mean, if they come into our territorial waters or even around it, I'm like, in my world. But it's not realistic though. But I see other countries like, I think it was Indonesia. They of course they save the people that are on the ship, but then they put the ship there and then bomb and sink it down to show to CCP like, hey, don't come into our territory or do, be selfish, So if other countries can do that, Japan could do that, but somehow it's probably just business, globalism, dependent on China, and we're very weak towards China. So, oh no, it's been an hour now, so I must go. Thank you so much, guys, for your kind comments. Yeah, make America great again. Seriously. Like, if America weakens, if you don't make America great again now, China will take over the world. Like, we see that happening already. The threats. We really need to. It's a world problem. It's not just American election. It's a matter of the world today. Because America is that big and such a leader. Of course, it comes with a lot of costs, both human lives and money. But we're here to help, Lastly, Yoko, slightly off topic, but let Hide know when you get a chance that I am a former Catholic priest. Really? Among many other things. Interesting. アルバイト。Whoa! いつも支えてくれてるドロックさんはね、カトリックの牧師さんになるのかな、だって。He's smiling. Oh, interesting. Cool. Oh, yes, this one. Exorcism of Emily Rose. Yeah. I used to watch horror movies all the time when I was in university. I was so depressed, and horror movies were the only ones that resonated with me. So, okay. Okay, I want to answer more, but I have to go now. So, thank you so much, guys. Otoya Yamaguchi. Oh, you know so well. Mata ne. Thank you, guys. Have a good week, and please vote. Please vote for me. Okay, for Trump. LOL. Okay. Bye, guys. I'm gonna miss you guys. Oh, I will try and live stream on the election day. So yeah, make sure you follow me on Twitter. Random Yoko. Okay. Thank you. And special thanks to my patrons before I go. Yeah, thank you. Droc just left me a comment now, but Patreon. Link below. Okay. I'll go. Bye-bye. Where's the outro? Okay, I'm gonna go now. Have a great night or day. Bye.